Okay, so here's the final product. For today, we are going to smoke a really nice pork tenderloin. It's just 1 pound. There's just two of us. It's just me and my wife. And so I'm going to put this on the drum smoker with a couple chickens I have smoking right now. But before we put that on there, we're going to hit that with a little bit of Rib Ninja, which is this stuff right here. Then we're going to hit a little bit of Tennessee apple butter on it. And then we're going to inject it. And this injection that I've made is 1 stick of butter, about 8 ounces of apple juice, about 4 tablespoons of honey, and about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And then I heated it up nice, and I also used that on the chicken, so that'll make quite a bit of injection. Tenderloin. And then at the end, we're going to hit it with this right here. Some of this good old cherry apple habanero rib glaze. Not making ribs, but it is pork. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and lay some of this Rib Ninja down. And I'm going to start on the fat side first. So we're going to put some of this down. And this is a spicy, spicy, spicy rub. So if you've never seen it before, it's made by Fire and Smoke Society, and it's got a little bit of a kick to it. So this is sort of going to make a sweet and spicy type pork here. So hit it with the seasoning. Hit it with the seasoning. Got a lot of red pepper flakes in this stuff here. So we're going to hit this down. Okay. Get the top side. Get it patted in there a little bit. And then we're going to hit this with a little bit. You know what? I think I'm going to grab me a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic out of this cupboard here, just because it doesn't look to have a lot of pepper notes in there. So let's give it a little bit of salt and pepper here, just to make sure that we get some of those savorinesses in there. And I might be overdoing it, but my wife says that I overdo the seasoning sometimes. But better to have too much seasoning than not enough. And then hit it with this Tennessee apple butter. And this apple butter makes a really nice little sweet note in the pork. Okay, so we're going to let that set for a second. We're going to set it down here on our bacon weave. And I might have made my bacon weave just a little too big, but can you ever have too much bacon? So I'm going to go ahead and set that on the bacon weave. And I'm going to dump off a little bit of the seasonings in the sink there. And then let's fold this bacon weave over. I think I overestimated the size of this tenderloin here, but it's alright. Get some bacon over there on that side. This wax paper makes it really, really nice to be able to get our bacon put on there just nice. Okay, so that is a lot of bacon. Holy moly. Let's take a couple pieces off of there. We can throw those in the frying pan and have those with eggs in the morning. Alright, so we got that thing wrapped in bacon. We're going to turn it over so that we got the fat side down again. We're going to put it back on a pan so that we can sort of shape this thing up a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands real quick. Okay, hands are nice and clean. So let's go ahead and I'm going to hit this with our injection just a little bit. Set that up to the side. Get a nice little stirry. Okay. That butter likes to separate from the apple juice. So we'll go ahead and tip it just a little bit. Get some injection in there. And let's go ahead and go in the end. This is one thing to be a little bit careful because it might want to come out and get you. Get it just in a couple good spots. It's not much of a, not a very big tenderloin, so it's not going to need too much in there to keep it nice and moist. And maybe one more shot here. Alright, one last little shot. Make sure we get it good in the middle. Ooh, wants to start squirting out, then you know the meat's pretty full. Okay, I think we're going to call that good. Throw a little bit of extra seasoning on the top of that bacon. A little bit more of that apple butter. That apple butter is going to make that bacon taste really good here. Alright, so there we go. Ready to take this and put her on out on the smoker. Okay, we're out here at the smoker. And if I get in here, we can see that we got a nice light smoke coming out the top of that smoker right there. And we're sitting right about 275 degrees. And it's been chugging away at this for a couple hours. So we're going to go ahead and put our bacon wrapped pork tenderloin on. And boy, there ain't much room in there with them birds in there. Alright, so we're going to take this bad boy and we're just going to set it up in there right next to the birds. So if we take a look at that pork tenderloin just right in there with them two birds that have just gone on here a little while ago, we're going to let it rest and just chug away at 275 to 300 degrees. Alright, so here we are a couple hours in, still running right at about 275. I am going to crack it open just a little bit, just to get it going a little bit more. Right here I got the Cosmos Cherry Apple Habanero Glaze. I'm going to go ahead and add that on here at this point in time, so let's take a look and see what we got here. Ooh, those chickens are looking good. Ooh, got the camera a little close there. Got a nice looking pork tenderloin. So let's give it a little bit of a glaze here. Yeah, we'll put a little bit of that on the chicken too, why not? And the chicken's getting close also. Alright. We'll take that back inside and we'll come back in about 5 minutes. Get another glaze on that thing, and then it should be about done. Okay, so here's the final product. Turned out pretty good. Now I'm not going to be cutting into this probably anytime soon, because I got to put it in the warming oven until the wife gets home for dinner. So